Hi guys, welcome to another video. I'm Supernova Sims. You can call me Nova, and it's actually been a while since I've been here on the channel, and it's been a while since I've actually played the game. And the main reason for that is because I decided I need a fresh start with The Sims 4. Now, what does that mean exactly is that I decided to drop everything that I've been playing, all the save files that I had, and start a new one from scratch. I understand that if you are someone that always start a new save file when you want to play with something new, this might not make a lot of sense, but let me pause it real quickly. For a couple of years now, I've been playing with a personal save file that I created, and I always used it as a base for everything. I had all my townies, all the lots I like to use. I had everything that I wanted in this base save file, and I always went back to it when I wanted to make a new save file, right? I know a lot of people do this. It's just an easier way for when you want to start a new save file to already have everything that you like placed. But last year I actually had an issue with my backups and I lost a lot of my Sims content. I managed to keep my save files, but I lost my entire CC folder. I might sound dramatic, but when you have like over 100 gigabytes of CC, it is dramatic to lose everything, especially when you open a huge save file and everyone is like bald and naked. It was too much to handle, really. I've been trying to fix that save file for I think 6 months now, but I just haven't been enjoying that process, and I decided that, you know what, I need to start over, and this is why we're here in Cidade Namorada. Actually, it's very gloomy right now. It's raining, so it doesn't look as pretty as it usually does, but this is actually my first time playing in Cidade Namorada, and I'm really excited to do that. As you can see, we already have a sim that I made here. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about her and her household later, but I wanted to talk first about how I create my personal save file and what I'm gonna do today on this video. So we can just go to the map really quickly. So as I was saying, I want to start something new, and I want to change up the way I play the game. I want to change up, the actual gameplay, not just how my sims look and how my lots look. And I decided to make a save file inspired a little bit more by Latin America, which is the continent where I live. So this is obviously why I chose to play here in Cidade Namorada. This is the only world that we have that is actually inspired by Latin America, inspired by Mexico, which is not where I'm from, but it's the closest thing. And Cidade Namorada actually reminds me a little bit of where I live, so it's close enough. It's closer than anything that we have in the game anyway. So the main change that I'm doing to my gameplay is actually how I play with seasons. So if you don't know, I am Brazilian. I have always lived in Brazil, which is in South America, and the seasons here are actually the opposite of what we have usually in the game. And I decided to have my calendar follow the seasons of Brazil, and this will mostly affect the holidays. So if we can filter them, as you can see here, let me turn off my G-shade so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. So this is how I'm playing with the seasons as of right now. I know that, not all of Latin America has seasons like this. Actually, only South America does. I really wanted to do this for the purposes of my gameplay, and because one, I have never played like this. I have lived in Brazil all my life. I have had Christmas during summer all my life, and I just never thought of making it the same way in The Sims 4. And I just think the holiday season being during summer is such a big thing here in Brazil. It's such a huge part of Brazilian culture. So what I did here to kind of replicate that is that we have Summerfest in the beginning of summer, and then we have a few vacation days between Summerfest and New Year's Eve, which I wanted to change the name to what we call here. So in Brazil, we actually call New Year's Eve Réveillon, which is a French word, but we say it Réveillon like this in Portuguese. And then we have a few more summer days, and then later we have 2 Carnival days. And this is like the fun part of the year. We always joke and say that the year only starts after Carnival. So yeah, I decided to follow the holidays of Brazil. So yeah, this is gonna be a little bit different for some of you guys. You know, we have Easter in fall, we have Halloween in spring, and I'm really excited to see how this is gonna go gameplay wise. So yeah, this is what I've been working on for the last month, and I just finished placing all the lots and creating all the families that I want to use in Cidade Namorada specifically. So what I wanted to do today was actually to place and kind of prep the final families that I want to play here, and we're starting with Kida Natsuko, which is the sim we have right here. She just moved into this apartment in the city district. This rental lot was built by lilsimsie, not by me. I can't really do all that. God, it looks so dark right now. Oh my god, a helicopter. Anyways, what I wanted to do today was actually to finish up the last of the households that I want to play with in this save file. I have, I think, 4 or 5 families that I really want to play with, and I do plan of bringing some of that gameplay to the channel, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. And this first household is actually only one sim. This is Kida Natsuko, and I actually wrote a little family bio for her. So the household bio reads: Kida Natsuko has always been the free spirit type of sim. While most people have a rough time having to constantly move cities growing up, she always found it refreshing. Sticking to one thing has never really been her forte, be it a place, a job, or person. After 10 years of traveling, she decided to come back to her hometown and see how things have changed. Will this be just another pit stop in her journey, or will she find something or someone to tie herself to? So yeah, basically the story with Kida is that her family has always been traveling around and moving to different cities for work growing up, and her parents don't live with her right now. They're currently in San Marcello, and she does have a younger sister who is not here, but I did make her, so I'm probably gonna have to change that later. Yeah, so as you can see, she does have a younger sister, Hinata, and she's not super close with them. I think I gave them the distant family dynamic. I did. So yeah, she's not super close with her parents. They don't have a bad relationship at all. It's just that I imagine that after she turned 18, she just continued to travel the world and never really looked back or went back to her parents that much, really. And as for her job, I gave her the freelance fashion photographer career. I like to think that Kida is more of a travel or nature photographer, but we only have the fashion photographer as a career, so I think she would sometimes do some fashion gigs. I don't think this would be her main thing in life, more so of a side gig for when she kind of needs some more cash. And I also gave her some skills with MC Command Center. If you don't know how to do that, I can show you with our next sim. But I gave her the fitness, painting, photography skills. And I also decided to give her the skiing and snowboarding because I imagine she spent some time in Mount Komorebi as well. And I do like to give my sims a few skills when I'm starting out, just because I don't think it's realistic for a young adult to have 0 skills. So yeah, I gave her some. I don't mind starting from the beginning with everything else. And I think the last thing that I have to do here with Kida is to finish up making over her place. I already changed a few things like the walls, but I'm gonna just finish the whole thing now and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back from the little renovation. I actually didn't change much. Didn't really change the floor plan at all. I just wanted to furnish it a little bit differently and kind of make it a little bit more neutral. There was a lot of red in the walls and in the decor, and it was really cool, but I just don't think it fits this sim all that much. Oh, and we're missing a chair here, so let me fix this really quickly. There you go. But yeah, I decided to keep it very simple because I imagine that she just moved into this apartment like right now. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys just a really quick tour. So the entryway is actually very empty right now because there used to be a treadmill here and I decided to take it off just for routing purposes. I think it's better to have a little bit of an empty space for when the sims are coming into the house. I don't really mind having it like this for right now. And this is the main living area. Again, it's very empty, but I just prefer to play with less clutter nowadays. So, just a very simple space, kind of easier to walk around. We still have the moving box, the storage box, because I didn't take the pictures out of it yet. We're gonna do this right now. The kitchen is still the same. I just gave her a sketch pad because she likes to paint as well. She has a little radio and a bookcase. And then moving on to her living room, I just made it again kind of more neutral, more blacks. I think this is more her vibe. And she has a little bit of a pop of color here with the painting, which is of course CC. I also deleted the TV that she had here because she already has one in the living room and outside, and I don't think one sim needs 3 televisions. I also gave her a few more houseplants, and I decided not to delete the costume trunk just because, it can be a little bit of fun. We'll see how things go for her during our gameplay. And outside is pretty much the same. I think I only changed the chairs. So yeah, very simple decor, just moving into the city. She doesn't have a lot of belongings, I don't think. So the last thing that we have to do is to put up some of the pictures. I think I might only put 2 of them here. The ones I like the most are actually the ones from Mount Komorebi. So this is more so the type of photos that Kira likes to do. So both of these were taken in Mount Komorebi. This one was taken in Tartosa. I think this one is the same. Oh no, I think this is Senmaishuno, I think. I don't really remember. And this one as well. These are more so the types of pictures that she likes to take. I think she likes to travel and kind of photograph the local culture. So yeah, I'm gonna pick which ones I want to have here in the living room, and I'll be right back. Okay, these are the photos that I decided to keep here in the living room. I decided to have one for each location. So the first one she took in Mount Komorebi, the second one at the top she took in Tartusa, and the last one she took in San Maishuno. And I'm gonna keep the rest of the pictures in her inventory because if she moves out or if I decide to change something, I can use the pictures as well. And I guess I didn't really explain much. I took these pictures in a different save file with her, which is why it doesn't really say the name of the sim who took them. And the sims that are around here are just sims that she met when she was traveling and she decided to photograph them. So yeah, I just thought it would be a cute idea to have some of her own pictures to decorate her place. So I think we're done with this household. I do have a few relationships that I need to add to her panel, but I think I'm gonna do this later. And if you guys are interested in seeing how Kida's life goes after this, stay tuned to the channel because I'm definitely gonna do a gameplay series with her. So yeah, stay tuned. We're here with the second and last household. I want to show you guys a little bit before I end the video. It is still raining in Cidade Namorada, but we are here with the Menzes household. They also live in this rental building. I know I'm playing a dangerous game by having any rental lots in my game, but I really like playing with rentals and it just made sense for the households that I'm showing for them to live in rentals. And I absolutely love this lot. If I'm not mistaken, it was made by a Brazilian creator on the gallery. I'm gonna check really quickly. And I don't even want to change anything in their house right now. I actually think it fits this family really well. It's very colorful. I imagine it's a bit of an older house. Oops, there's just a little wall here that I need to fix. There you go. But this household, we have an elder couple. This is João Carlos Menezes and Marília Menezes. I just adore the two of them, and they live here in Cidade Namorada with their youngest daughter, Natalia. But they do have 2 other kids if we go into family. They have Miguel, who is the oldest son, and Luisa, who is their middle child, and then Natalia, who's the youngest. And Miguel is actually married to Azelia, but neither of them live in Cidade Namorada anymore. Luisa moved to San Maishuno, and Miguel moved to the Evergreen Harbor. That's where Miguel is living. That's such a hard word for me to say. And that is kind of the main story for the family right now. I actually wrote a little bio for them as well, which I can read to you guys. So their bio reads that Marilia and João Carlos are very grateful that their youngest daughter, Natalia, decided to stay in Cidade Namorada to help take care of them in their older years. But the couple can't help but feel a little emptiness ever since their oldest kids decided to move out. If only they would come around for a visit or two. The story here is that they were a very close family, but ever since the oldest kids moved out, they haven't really been back and they haven't really been in touch a lot. And I think the parents have been missing them, especially now that they're elders. And Natalia is the only one who stayed, not only because she loves them very much, but kind of because she was the only one willing to stay for them. And I do feel like sometimes Natalia might resent her older siblings a little bit because she might feel like, they placed all the responsibility of the family on her, but she does love them and she's actually supposed to have a really nice job. I'm gonna do a little cheating right now because I want to give her a college degree. So I just spent a lot of time trying to enroll her and have her graduate with the cheats menu, and it didn't work. So I looked it up and there is a cheat which just gives you the degree. So yeah, and now she's days because I had to make her drop out, but I'm gonna cheat that away because she wasn't supposed to drop out. But I think that now if she joins the career, she's actually gonna get the bonus. So she's gonna go into the doctor career, and it made her a doctor level 8, which I think is super high. Wait, did they never take off the ideal mood thing for the active careers? I swear we didn't have the ideal mood thing anymore, but I guess we do. Okay. But yeah, as I've said before, she does have a really good job, which is also one of the reasons why she really wants to take care of her family. And with her parents, I imagine they were both retired, so I'm also gonna have them join a career. Oh my god, she's spying on her mom. She does have a nosy trait, I think, and she got tense from that. Okay, so I gave them their jobs and I'm immediately having them retired. I really wish it would show in their work panel that they are retired and how much money they're making from the retirement. I don't understand why this isn't a thing when it was in the previous games, but I guess it's fine, and I'm pretty sure it is in their Simology panel. Yeah, we have the retired memory, so at least we can see that here. And I think now I'm just gonna give them their skills, and it's very easy to do that. If you have MC Command Center, you just click on the panel, MC Cheats, Cheat Sim Info, Skill Cheats, set skills to level, and then you have a list with all the skills they have in the game. As for Marilia, she was working in the education career, so I think she would need logic and research and debate. So I'm gonna have them both on level 4, and then I'm also gonna give her some cooking skill, level maybe 7. And now for João Carlos, he was in the business career, so he needed charisma and logic, I believe. There you go. I'm gonna have them at 4 as well. I'm gonna give him cooking too and some handiness. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't want to give her every single skill that a sim would have in their life as well, because they still have some time left to, really practice their skills. And I think I might change their place up a little bit just because I don't think this room fits an elderly couple, but I might do that off camera, I think, and maybe in the next video I can show you guys what I did and show you some of the other families that I still have to place. And I would also love to do another video going more in depth into how I'm trying to make the save file be a little bit more Latin American, like the holidays and the lots that I'm using. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun creating this save file, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I know it was a little bit random but I thought it would be fun to show kind of how I'm starting to create this new save file. And yes, it is still raining in Cidade Namorada. But yeah, please let me know what you guys thought. I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. And if you guys do like to create save files, I would love to hear some tips into things that you guys like to do on your own save files. I still have so much that I want to do and that I hopefully will do. So yeah, I'm excited to take you guys on this journey with me. But I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.